I can't even. Wow. Hello. How's it going, Ann? With the guy from Instagram. You told me not to worry about. What a small world. New York City. Hey, how's it going? I'm John. Yeah, how's it going? Sweet. And what's this guy's name? What's your name, good sir? Nice glasses. I love them. Sweet.
His name is Kai.
Hi. Oh, it is so nice to meet you. Hi. Hi, my name is John. Very nice. This is Anne. I'm sure you already know her. Right before Valentine's Day, too? Isn't that great? Oh, job interview. Is this a... Kai. What a cool name. Cool name, cool glasses, cool Kai. Very nice. Guys are ordering food, too? Nice. Very nice. I'm the person Anne was talking to.
Guys, we need to talk. Because this story right here, it's the exact reason men are walking away from relationships, checking out emotionally, and choosing peace over chaos. A man just caught his wife cheating. Not with a stranger, not with an ex, but with the same Instagram guy she told him not to worry about. You know the one. He's just a friend. You're overthinking. You don't trust me. And just like that, she proved every instinct he had was dead right. But instead of owning up, she'll cry, deflect, and still expect sympathy. Let's get into it. Because we're not holding back today. This dude caught his wife cheating on him with the exact same Instagram guy she told him not to worry about. And that doesn't sum up modern relationships in one sentence. I don't know what does. This is what men are dealing with today. Women swearing up and down that you're insecure, paranoid, controlling, simply for asking questions or setting boundaries, and then turning around and proving you were right the entire time. He trusted her. He gave her the benefit of the doubt. She made him feel crazy for even questioning it. Oh, he's just a friend. Stop being jealous. You're overthinking. All while she was sneaking around behind his back, disrespecting the very man who committed his life to her. And this isn't just about one marriage. This is about a broken pattern that too many women have normalized, keeping male orbiters on deck, soaking up attention, validation, and constant emotional stimulation from dudes online, while claiming they're loyal at home. You don't accidentally fall into bed with a guy you told your husband not to worry about. That's not a mistake. That's a months-long process of lying, flirting, hiding, and cheating, all while looking your man in the eye and calling him babe. But here's what hurts the most. She was never afraid to lose him. That's the truth nobody wants to say out loud. Because if she feared the consequences, she would have shut it down the second it started. But she didn't. Because in her mind, she had options. She knew she could cheat, cry, play the victim, and still have people defending her. He must have not been giving her attention. She probably felt emotionally neglected. No, stop the excuses. She cheated because she wanted to, because she lacked discipline, because her word meant nothing. And you know what? That Instagram dude, he didn't lie to anybody. He played his part. She's the one who swore loyalty. She's the one who made vows. She's the one who said, "Don't worry, I'd never do that to you." And then she did. So don't talk to me about men needing to trust women more. Don't tell me not all women. Because the ones who say they're different, they're the same ones in DMs getting emotional comfort from other men, while leaving their own man emotionally starved. This is why so many men are giving up. This is why marriage rates are down. This is why trust is dead in modern relationships. Because when a woman can betray a man with the same dude she told him not to worry about, and society still finds a way to justify her actions, we got a bigger problem than infidelity. We've got a culture of women who want loyalty from men, while reserving the right to entertain whoever they want. And when they get caught, they cry, they blame the man, or they say it just happened. No, sis, it didn't just happen. You planned it. You allowed it. You wanted it. You thought you'd get away with it. But you didn't. And now you want pity? Man, trust your gut. When she starts guarding her phone, posting thirst traps, and getting defensive about just a friend, believe what she's showing you, not what she says. Because if she respects you, she won't even let the opportunity exist. But if she doesn't, she'll cheat with the same man she swore was nothing to worry about. And when she does, don't cry. Walk away. Because her actions already told you everything.
Here.
What do you mean what I'm doing here? This is my house.
I thought you guys weren't even together.
No, hell yeah, we together 23 years.
What? The phone is too much. What is going on?
What do you mean the phone is too much?
You told me you were separated.
Hell no, we're not separated, man. We got 2 kids together. You ain't telling them that? I ain't putting down nothing. This going on Facebook Live. What do you mean you gotta go? What the f doing with the plate too?
Are you filming this?
Yes, I'm filming this. Look what we got here. We got champagne, strawberry, orange juice. Oh, look over here, Facebook. We got some bacon, grits,
You're doing too much.
pancakes, eggs.
Get all your stuff. Get all your stuff.
What? Oh, wait, are you filming this?
Yeah, I'm filming this.
Why? What?
Why wouldn't I film
What are you
this?
gonna do with it?
I'm gonna post it. Facebook Live. Let's go live, everybody.
Come.
How do you think I found out? 23 years at the house. The neighbors told me. Duh.
You can't film this. I have a wife and kids.
Hey, man, that sounds like a personal problem.
Man, what?
Imagine giving 23 years of your life to one woman, building a family, holding her down through the ups and downs, sticking by her when life got rough, protecting, providing, sacrificing, only to wake up one day and find out your wife, the same woman who swore loyalty to you in front of God and everybody, is cheating. And not just cheating, but doing it behind your back while feeding another man lies like, we're separated, we're not together anymore, he doesn't make me happy. After 23 years, you gave her your best years, and she gave your legacy to a stranger. Now here's the real question. Is the other guy to blame? Not really. Because if a woman opens a door and paints the picture like the relationship is dead, most men will walk in without asking too many questions. The real betrayal comes from her. The woman who promised forever. The woman who had everything she claimed to want. Stability, commitment, a man who stayed. But in the end, it wasn't enough. Not because he failed, but because she changed the rules. Quietly, slowly, emotionally, she checked out long before she ever cheated, and still looked him in the face every day like nothing was wrong. Years of service, years of loyalty, years of protection, and it all gets tossed for attention, emotion, and a new thrill. And the worst part? Society will still find a way to defend her. Maybe she was unhappy. Maybe he wasn't affectionate. Maybe she felt alone. But let a man cheat after 23 years, and there be no maybe. He'd be a dog, a narcissist, a villain. No second thought. But when a woman cheats, suddenly we need to open up a therapy book and dig deep into her feelings. Let's call it what it is. Betrayal. She lied to her husband, and she lied to the side dude. She painted herself as a victim while committing the ultimate act of disloyalty. And no matter what she says now, the damage is done. Because when a woman cheats after decades of marriage, it doesn't just break trust. It destroys the man's identity, his sense of purpose, his faith in women. Because the one person who was supposed to be his peace turned into his deepest wound. Women like this will say anything to justify what they did. We were emotionally disconnected. I felt invisible. He stopped trying. But somehow, they never bring up the part where they stopped being honest, where they stopped communicating, where they made the decision to cheat instead of confront, to lie instead of leave, to betray instead of build. Because truthfully, they didn't want accountability. They wanted options. They wanted the new guy without losing the benefits of the old one. And that's exactly what she thought she could get away with. So no, I'm not blaming the other guy. I'm blaming the woman who chose deception over integrity. The woman who threw away 23 years of a man's life because she couldn't face a mirror, because she wanted excitement over effort, because she forgot what loyalty really means. Fellas, if this story sounds familiar, just know it's not your fault. Some women will ruin their own homes just to chase temporary feelings. And when they do, the only thing you can do is walk away with your head high, because betrayal says more about her than it ever will about you.
I've been seeing a lot of people post their cheating stories recently, so I'm going to share mine. This is how I found out my ex-wife was cheating on me over Reddit. So I was getting ready for work. I was actually working on my car before my shift started, And right when I was heading out, I got this message from a random account on Reddit that seemed kind of like a scam. It was in my message request. I got the notification for it. And I just thought, okay, that's weird. But I opened it and I looked at the profile, and I saw, I thought it was going to be like some OnlyFans bot or something, but it actually, this profile had been posting in the subreddit for the company that I work for and my ex-wife works for. So I thought, okay, that's weird. I go ahead and I engage with him, and he's being like super vague and mysterious. Like, I was just like, what's going on? Like, I figured this guy might know who I am, like my Reddit profile. Like, I don't really use Reddit a lot, but I post my car on there every once in a while. So it's not like it's hard to find. Like, you can tell it's me. So I'm like, okay, that's super weird. He's being super mysterious. He said something like, there's something you don't want to hear, but I have to tell you. And I was like, all right, dude, lay it on me. And he said, is this your wife? And he sent me my wife's name. And I was like, yeah, what's up? He said, were you guys ever separated at all? Like sometime last year maybe, or are you guys separated? And I said, no, dude, like we've been married for a year. It was literally the week of our first anniversary. So he basically told me like, hey, like, dude, I'm really sorry, but your wife has been cheating on you with me for the past 10 months. So I'm like, okay, like I need you to, like, not that I don't believe you, but like you're just some random dude. I don't know who you are. Can you provide me with some proof? And
So this man found out his wife was cheating. Not through rumors, not through a phone he snooped through, but through Reddit DMs. Some anonymous user messaged him out of nowhere and told him straight up, your wife is cheating on you. At first, he thought it was a joke, maybe a troll, but the details, the screenshots, the timestamps, they all lined up. And just like that, the truth unraveled from a stranger on the internet. That's how far gone things are today. A man can be loyal, dedicated, working, building, showing up for his family, and still be the last to know he's being betrayed. Meanwhile, his wife is out here entertaining other men and living like there are no consequences. What's wild is this man didn't suspect a thing. No red flags he could see. She smiled in his face, kissed him goodnight, played the role of the loving wife, while sneaking behind his back with zero guilt. And it wasn't just emotional cheating. It was physical. It was ongoing. And the only reason he found out is because someone who didn't even know him had more respect for him than the woman he married. This is what a lot of men are waking up to. They're realizing that loyalty isn't guaranteed just because you wear a ring. They're realizing that in today's world, too many women want the benefits of marriage without the commitment that comes with it. They want a husband at home, but validation online. They want the safety of a provider while chasing excitement in secret. And when they get caught, it's excuses, it's deflection, it's emotional manipulation. I felt neglected. I didn't feel seen. All while their man is out there breaking his back to hold the household together. We've created a culture where men are shamed into silence when they're hurt, while women are coddled when they destroy something sacred. A man finding out he's being cheated on through Reddit should be a wake-up call, not just for him, but for every man out there who's being gaslit into thinking his gut is wrong. Too many women out here are playing two games, one for the public and one in the shadows. And it's men who pay the price. What hurts the most isn't even the act. It's the betrayal of trust. It's knowing you gave your best to someone who wasn't even giving you honesty. It's realizing that while you were building a life, she was out building a lie. And society still has the nerve to look at men like they're the problem when they finally say, I'm done. No, that man walking away isn't weak. He's wise, he's free, and he's done playing dumb in a system that's stacked against him. So to the men out there who feel something's off, who keep being told they're insecure for asking questions, trust your instincts. Respect yourself enough to walk away when the truth shows up. And to the women who think they can juggle a husband and a side piece like it's nothing, just know, the internet never forgets. And sometimes, the truth finds its way to the man you're lying to, even through a random Reddit DM.
I was an escort for 6 years and my boyfriend had no idea. So my boyfriend and I dated for 5 years and he never knew what I was doing. Most girls who work like I did, nobody knows. Not their boyfriends, not their family, sometimes not even their closest friends. So he was working 2 jobs and I was working like 4 hours a day. I just told him I was working as an influencer, like on Instagram. And I got too confident that he was never gonna find it out, and I left a scribbled email on the kitchen counter one day. So he found it weird and he started snooping until he found a website. And on that site, like, you have multiple girls, and he found me. And the thing about this is that it has multiple descriptions, basically reviews. So with my images and also with what I was doing on those visits. He confronted me, obviously, and he was really emotional. I came clean. I told him, like, there was no way that after what he saw I could hide it. And he actually did forgive me, but afterwards, I mean, things were broken. There was a lot of silence and a lot of tension. For 5 years, he had never yelled at me. He was a very calm person. And even when he confronted me about all of this, he was always pretty calm. But then like a week later, he got home from a night out and he was absolutely drunk. And so this is when he snapped at me, and he was going through like this rage fit. He started throwing all my makeup down the toilet, like flushing it, and he's like twice my size, so I couldn't do anything and I got really scared. So I called the cops. The day after, he told me that he thought he could deal with it, but he can't. And he wasn't yelling or drunk anymore, and he had a very calm conversation. He was very mature about it, and obviously, I get it. I mean, I was an innocent, obviously, but he wasn't perfect either. It's super weird because someone's in your life for 5 years and then all of a sudden you guys don't talk anymore. There's no more contact. But honestly, I'm kind of relieved because I don't have to pretend anymore. Like, I don't have to lie. I'm not proud of what I did, but at least, like, I'm not embarrassed to admit it.
This one right here is wild. A woman was cheating, and not just casually, not emotionally, not with a one-time mistake. She was cheating and hiding it for a full 5 years. 5 whole years. That's not a slip-up. That's not a moment of weakness. That's a lifestyle. And while she was out here smiling, dating this man, posting cute couple pictures, saying, "I love you," and pretending to be loyal, she was in court for 6 years, dealing with the fallout from that same cheating. And the craziest part? Her boyfriend had absolutely no idea. 5 years of lies. 5 years of deception. 5 years of a man being committed to someone who didn't deserve his time, energy, or trust. Now think about how far you have to go to lie that deep for that long. This wasn't some secret she planned to come clean about. She was going to ride that lie to the grave. She kept this man in the dark while building a relationship on quicksand. Imagine thinking you found your forever person, only to find out the entire relationship was built on betrayal. She refused to admit. Not only was she cheating, she was in court behind his back. And every single time she looked him in the eyes and said she loved him, it was a performance. And this is the part people don't talk about. The mental damage this causes to men. When a man gives all, stays faithful, stays present, supports his woman, and then finds out she was living a double life the entire time, it shatters something inside. It changes the way he sees women, the way he trusts, the way he loves in the future. And society will still find a way to defend her. Say, maybe she had her reasons. Maybe she was scared. No, this wasn't fear. This was manipulation. 5 years is not a mistake. That's intention. That's strategy. That's someone waking up every single day and choosing to lie, to cover her tracks, to keep a man invested in something that wasn't even real. And while he was loyal, building a future, probably planning marriage, she was out there cleaning up messes she created with other men. That's not just cheating. That's calculated betrayal. And this is why so many men are emotionally shutting down. It's not that they're afraid of love. It's that they've learned that love with the wrong woman is dangerous. It's damaging. And sometimes the betrayal doesn't come loud. It comes in the quiet, in the pretending, in the cover-ups. And when it finally comes to light, it's always a man left holding the broken pieces. So if you're a man listening to this, learn from it. Don't ignore your gut. Don't ignore patterns. If someone's too secretive, too distant, too good at keeping stories straight, it's for a reason. And if she can lie for 5 years, she was never yours to begin with. She just made you believe she was.
Okay, so I want to talk about the second time that we got caught, my affair partner and I. So by this time we were meeting up after hours, and he had decided to take me to a hotel. Well, my husband, okay, that's going to be a different story. But yes, this was the second time. This time was a little bit more drastic. It was a little bit more fearful. Every time we went to the hotel, I was very nervous and I was uneasy. I did feel guilty. So I don't want people to think that, I never felt an ounce of guilt, because I did feel guilty. I just got to the place where I didn't care, because I really believed that nothing in my marriage was going to change. And I thought that my husband, was pretty much done with the marriage at that point. I didn't think he was invested in our marriage or even wanted to be in it anymore. So I was just tired, I was tired of fighting for something I didn't think was going to work. And this is just my thoughts, okay? This is my headspace. This is my side of the affair. This is where I was. But we were at the hotel and we were coming out, and he was walking me back to my car, and we saw my husband standing kind of like reclining on the side of my car. I wish I could say that I broke down in, regret and I'm sorry and all the things, but I didn't. I was actually mad as hell. I was mad because I was wondering why he was taking the time to care now. Like, why now? Where have you been for years, and now you're worried about what I'm doing? So I was angry. I was angry at him for following me. I was angry at the fact that I had to walk away. Because, I couldn't just stay there and say, oh, okay, good night, to my affair partner and everything be great. I had to, say, okay, I'm going to go with you because my husband was insisting. But I was angry. I was tired of the lack of communication we had in our marriage. I think in that moment, honestly, when I look back, I think in that moment, everything that I had felt throughout the last 3 years just came bubbling up. It came to a head, and it was, I'm just so mad at you right now. I'm so mad at you for walking out on our marriage emotionally. I'm so mad at you for, not doing what this guy is doing, not treating me the way this guy is treating me, not being present. Like, why? Because I had comparison now. Because before I thought, well, maybe something's wrong with me. Maybe I'm just not being, the wife that he needs or whatever. I blame myself for his disconnect. But then when this guy showed up and he was complete opposite, then I had something to compare to. And now I was like, well, this isn't me. Yeah, I have my fault in it too, but this is you and your disconnect from our marriage. You're shutting down, you not knowing how to show up emotionally. So that's kind of where I was when we got discovered. I'll make another video about the first time, like how it actually came out that I was having an affair, in the next video. So yeah, it was a scary night, but it wasn't a scary night because that was the first night that I really started standing up for myself and started telling him, okay, this is how I feel and this is why I feel this way. Why I'm angry at you makes no sense to you because I'm the one having the affair and I'm the one that you caught, but you're the one that disappeared. Now, I didn't blame him for the affair. I knew that he didn't have anything to do with me choosing the affair. I was mad at him for his emotional neglect, and it all kind of came to a head that night. So, all right, if you have any questions, let me know.
She was caught cheating again. Not once, but twice. And the second time, it was worse than the first. That's the part that always hits hard. Because the first time, maybe you want to believe it was a mistake. Maybe you're the kind of man who gives grace, who thinks love deserves a second chance. So you take her back. You forgive. You believe the tears. You believe the story. You believe the fake remorse. But then she does it again. And the second time proves what the first time warned you about. She never changed. She just got better at hiding it. This is what happens when a man puts loyalty above logic. When you ignore your instincts, when you silence your gut, when you try to see the best in someone who never had good intentions to begin with. The second time hurts more because you knew deep down that something was off. And now, not only are you betrayed again, but you're mad at yourself for giving someone a second shot they never earned. And let's talk about the secrets. Because secrets don't stay hidden forever. They slip, they unravel, they find cracks. And this time, maybe it was a message she forgot to delete, a friend who slipped up, or even just the energy she carried around you. But secrets always talk. And the truth will always find a man who's strong enough to hear it. That's what happened here. She thought she had it all covered. But lies have an expiration date. And when they hit, they don't just expose her. They reveal everything fake she built between you. And while society still bends over backward to give her excuses, to paint her as confused or unhappy or emotionally neglected, they never ask how she had the capacity to look you in the eye day after day while entertaining someone else behind her back. That's not confusion. That's betrayal with a straight face. That's a masterclass in deception. And the second time she did it, she proved the first time was a mistake. It was a test to see how much she could get away with. The worst part is, women like this don't even realize the kind of man they lose when they play these games. A man who chose them. A man who could have built a future with them. A man who didn't deserve this. And once the truth is out, once that second betrayal hits, it's done. There's no fixing that. No coming back from that. Trust is like glass. Once it's shattered twice, you don't pick up the pieces. You sweep it up and walk away. To every man out there who's been lied to, cheated on, played, and manipulated, just know this. Your peace matters. Your value is real. And the woman who cheats twice was never your partner. She was just borrowing your loyalty while chasing her own selfish thrills. You didn't lose her. She lost you. And that's a secret she'll have to carry. Long after you've moved on with your head high.
Stop recording me. Stop recording me. Yeah, stop.
Really?
Stop recording me.
Really? In front of the fucking house?
Stop recording
Don't
me.
worry, I'm gonna unlock it. In front of the... Alright, hide your face, bro. Hide your face. Really? In front of the house?
Bye.
In front of the house.
Okay, bye.
In front of the house.
Okay, bye.
The only day I wake up early, this is what you're doing out here?
Okay, bye.
6 a.m. in the morning and you're out here fucking in front of
Bye.
the house.
Bye.
In front of the house, bro.
Bye.
Can I have my shirt?
Bye.
You gotta... Bro. In front of the fucking house.
Okay, bye.
In my fucking truck.
Bye.
Bro, how long you been talking to her, bro?
Like just a couple weeks.
She didn't tell you about me? Bro, right in front of my
Okay,
fucking
bye.
house?
Bye.
I'm getting my shit and I'm leaving.
Bye.
I'm leaving.
Can I get my shoes?
Grab your shit, bro. Bro, just get on, bro. Get out of here, bro. Get out of my car, bro.
Okay, bye.
Get out of my fucking car.
Man, imagine walking outside your house and seeing your girl, your girlfriend, cheating on you. Not across town. Not secretly in some hotel. Not even in another man's car. No, right in front of your house. Inside your own car. That's the level of disrespect we're talking about. That's not just cheating. That's humiliation. That's someone showing you how little they value you. How little they fear losing you. How easy it is for them to spit on everything you built. And this dude, he stood there watching it go down. In disbelief. Because sometimes your mind can't even process betrayal when it's that bold, that loud, that public. This wasn't a mistake. This wasn't a weak moment. This was premeditated. She planned it. She knew exactly where she was. She knew it was his car. She knew the risk. And she did it anyway. Because deep down, she never respected him. Not as a man. Not as a partner. Not as someone she had to be loyal to. This isn't about sex. It's about character. It's about being the kind of person who can look someone in the eye, say, I love you, and still turn around and betray them in the most disgusting way possible. And when women do this kind of thing, there's always some excuse lined up. I felt unloved. I was confused. He was busy. Stop. You weren't confused. You were just comfortable thinking you'd never get caught. And now that the mask is off, the world sees you for what you are. And what makes it worse is the entitlement. The idea that somehow he's supposed to forgive. That maybe it's not that serious. That maybe, just maybe, it's partially his fault. Nah, this is what men are waking up to. This is why men are pulling back. This is why they're choosing peace over problems, clarity over confusion. Because this generation's version of love is performance-based loyalty. As long as it feels good, they're in it. But the moment real commitment is tested, this is what some of them do. Pull stunts like this. But let me say this loud and clear for any man who's been there, who's ever been blindsided like this. You didn't deserve it. You're not weak for being faithful. You're not stupid for trusting. You're not soft for loving hard. That's what real men do. But once the trust is gone, once he shows your real face, don't argue. Don't beg. Don't explain. Walk. Because the moment she thought it was okay to betray you in your own space, in your own car, was the moment she proved she never deserved you in the first place. This isn't about revenge. It's about self-respect. This is your life, your peace, your dignity. Let her live with the shame. Let her carry the weight of that embarrassment. You move forward, stronger, wiser, and unbothered. And that's the lesson, fellas. At the end of the day, loyalty is a choice, and so is betrayal. If she disrespects you like that, especially in your own space, that's not love. That's ego, entitlement, and zero accountability. You don't chase that. You don't fight for that. You let her go. And protect your peace like your life depends on it. Because your dignity, your energy, and your future are worth more than staying loyal to someone who is never loyal to you. Stay focused. Stay sharp. And never let anyone play with your value again. Until next time, brothers, stand tall. Comment, and share if you've ever been through something real. And don't forget to subscribe. We speak truth here.